Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, fuzzies. We are in space, looking down at Earth and the moon. The moon looks really close to the Earth from this perspective. I always thought it looked tiny in this menu. Well, how are y'all doing today? Good to be hanging out with y'all again. A little bit of a later stream from the previous 2 days. That's very empty. Stayed up rather late last night. Hello, Lux. Come on in. We're enjoying space music. This music is so soothing. Well, that's okay, Lux. I do save the VODs, and I did upload the last one. It's strange, they don't automatically upload like they used to. And I think I distinctly remember them just automatically going and being published after I posted the streams. But I did publish it late last night, maybe early this morning. Gonna have to like get on that a little better in case that I forget about that stuff, but I do port them over to YouTube, so just for archiving purposes, so that allows me to like go back, revisit streams and stuff, and allows others to watch on their own times if the stream times are a little bit wonky. How long does the porting take? It's a good question. So whenever I publish to Twitch, it seems to happen instantaneously after a stream ends that I can publish it as soon as it's ready. The whenever it's ready part, I think it's like less than a half an hour. I haven't exactly timed it. Now, in order to port it over to YouTube, after I click the publish button in order to send the VODs over to YouTube, less than 10 minutes. But it has to go through the YouTube upload process, and that could take a little while, depending as to how long the stream is. So a 2-hour stream, you might be looking at somewhere of around half an hour or less. With these streams that I've been doing for the past 2 days, they've been around 4 hours. Those might be more of around, an hour plus. So I kind of upload those when I'm going to bed, and they'll be done and uploaded by the time that I wake up. I haven't exactly tested like good times in order to like post stuff and have it to be published, because I know like, oh, you gotta hit all the views and you gotta get as much traction as possible, how many viewers are on during this time, how many, and all that math and algorithms and stuff. It's a research process. I don't know if I'm gonna go that in depth with it, but I am aware of that information, and yeah, if you want to like get a lot more views and stuff, that would be the route to take. It takes someone to a more serious stream level and gauging as to like what you want to do, how you want to build your stream. It's up to you how you want to handle things. So if you want to go at a chill pace like I am, you can still have that information to the side in order to contemplate and continue contemplating. Jesus, I'm imagining how long it would take for me to upload a 14-hour stream I've done a while ago. It might take a good day in order to upload that to YouTube, but YouTube will take that. They have, 24-hour long streams, and people can put those up for sleeping at night. I know I've done that before. Those lo-fi, chill vibe live streams and stuff. So it's able to handle it. Like back in the day, YouTube couldn't handle all that much. So if you try to do like 5 or 10 minute long videos, it's like, oh wow, that's a really long video. But nowadays YouTube's like, no, you could throw in, you know, entire movie length trilogy, Lord of the Rings extended edition on there and we wouldn't bat an eye. But of course they're gonna like throw in ads and stuff. I never like go for ads. That's another thing that I have to contemplate with streaming, because there's two different types of doing ads. One is you have ads preloaded, and that's for anybody just joining the stream. They're automatically hit with ads at the very beginning, so before you even get to see your streamer, you're already hit with ads whenever you click on their streams. The alternative is having the streamer take control of when the ads happen, and I've seen other streamers do it in a very smart way. They like pause their gameplay so that even if you're subscribed, which you wouldn't have the ads, for those who aren't subscribed, they would be hit with the ads. So they pause the gameplay in order to just chat with their subscribers while the viewers who aren't subscribed don't miss any gameplay. Bat Kiss, gotta scoot. Hello, Muffy. And bye-bye, Muffy. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by and giving us your energy. We'll share our energy with you so you have a splendidous day. Go wiggle your ears in people's captions so that they raise an eyebrow. Energy. Blessed beans. It's good to see y'all again. It's been very soothing doing these streams, and, you know, here, let me move the little mouse out the screen since I'm thinking about it. It's true, Mass Effect holds a very dear place in my heart. It's a very important game. And this music and the aesthetics that it has behind it are absolutely amazing. Sometimes I just close my eyes and just listen to the music. Music is very therapeutic. So very therapeutic. And it's good to be back, Lex. Having all of the Mass Effects in order to play with. And then some, because you've got the multiplayer that's just got a lot that you can do with it. And the multiplayer still works. And I'm excited to get to that eventually. Like, this one song is amazing. There's like menus for games and music for games that I can just listen on repeat to, just have this. You know, you can have the TVs that have paintings and stuff on them on a loop or something like that. This is one that I would put up. Halo 2s is another one. Halo 3s is another one. I would even say Halo 1, Halo CE. Those 3 games are just really good. Halo Reach, I would also say. What other games? Skyrim. Skyrim is kind of like... It doesn't have a lot going on for the scenery on that menu, but the music definitely hits. Now I have something to listen and watch while I go through the time-consuming process of rigging. How long does rigging typically take? I forgot Mass Effect has multiplayer. Yeah! It's definitely not something that's well known these days, because of course Andromeda didn't perform very well, and Mass Effect 3 is over 10 years old now. Goodness, it's been some time. Let's start up the game and see where we were at last. Ah, yes. The Normandy. Alright, let's see what our journal says. So, Geth Interest, Bavaria, and Geth Attack. I'm trying to remember. So these are the little mini quests that we've been gathering so far, including the scanners. Damn, we already got 9 out of 21. That's a lot of little keepers that we've got around here. About 2 to 3-ish hours. That's a good amount of time. Activities that take that amount of time that Bat has. Let's see. Of course I play games like that. Streaming is also fun. I tend to read books for a long period of time too, and whenever the mood hits, I listen to music and I can just lose myself in time. But speaking of music... God, I love this song. Such a good song. Daily Smooch. I'll give a Daily Smooch to you, Pixel. Mwah. I listened to this song on loop while doing world building for my homebrew campaign setting. It felt fitting since I was writing a codex for the players. A codex? See, I think codexes sound really cool. And world building is also really fun to do. It's something that you can really sink your teeth into, pour a lot of hours, weeks, days. Well, days, weeks, months, years. I've done a fair bit of world building myself over several, like dozens and dozens of stories. None of them published just yet. One day, maybe. Still working on them, still world building. I just kind of keep going. Y'all want to hear about Zakros? Let's take a look at this very reddish planet, but it's got some dark and light on it that I really like. Zakros is a terrestrial world with a nitrogen-methane atmosphere containing trace amounts of hydrocarbons. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of water, ice, and hydrocarbon slush. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of a landed ship. If approach is necessary, use shuttles or keep the ship's Mass Effect envelope up. An envelope. Doc, hello. Well, really, we're just starting. We just spawned into our game not 5 minutes ago, so we haven't exactly moved just yet. Caught us at a good time. Come on in. And be particularly fuzzy with everyone. And listen to this music. It's so good. And let's learn about Armeni. Armeni is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonaceous materials. The initial flyby probe of Armeni detected multiple areas at the equator with oddly regular surface protrusions. Closer investigation revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts a few meters below the surface, left by a long-extinct spacefaring species called the Zeoff. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds grave sites as sacrosanct, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for a decade. Really? I don't even remember hearing about these guys. Cool, I'll be here for a bit, but then I have to go back out again. It's okay, Doc. Very busy doc today. One thing I didn't like about the first Mass Effect was the vehicle mini-games. Oh, you mean the Mako? The little, like, Landy Rover just decking mountains and going up 90-degree angles. Nothing can stop the Mako. An unknown. Carbonaceous asteroid. Oh, did I already do this? Yeah, I already did this, okay. There's 2 locations in this place. Sometimes whenever you're around asteroid fields, you'll get a little glint, and then you can discover things about them, and it's so cool. But we've discovered all that we can on, or within, the Knossos system and the Artemis Tau cluster. We already did Athens. There's Macedon and Sparta. Let's go to Macedon.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Oh, interesting. Getting a message like this while going to a system that's not associated with the Citadel. Oh boy. Shargilla. Warning, level 1 pressure hazard. Also, hello Kiko. Welcome, good to see you. Welcome to the Fuzzy Stream. We are in space, and we are doing adventures with Space Husband and Space Wife. We've got both Garrus as well as Tali with us. And we're learning about planets. And this one is a very interesting one. So Shargilla has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mainly composed of alumina, no idea if I pronounced that right, with deposits of sulfur. Combuis in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vehicles operating nearby. Shargilla has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide, dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. I forget what EVA means. We'll probably learn that soon, but it also gives us the option to land. Let's do that. Gotta go with Space Husband and Space Wife. It's the Mako. I love this little thing. But yeah, this is a very windy place, and look at that sun. Who'd want to live here? People not a fan of sunlight. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to look for the map. Okay, so I landed over here. There is a debris field over here, a stronghold, and an anomaly. Now in this open area, we might find something interesting, but let's go ahead and set that as our location right there. Since I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and save too. Save and save often. Extravehicular activities. Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Rockwell. I thought it involved like being outside of a vehicle. I couldn't remember the terminology though. Mako time. And every single Mass Effect afterwards, and only, you know, the closest that they got to the Mako again was in Andromeda. Everybody wants the Mako from ME1 back, and I'm in that group too. Look at this thing. Nothing can stop it. It's literally like an RC car. Just imagine being on the inside of this thing with Commander Shepard driving, and it's like, Shepard, you alright, man? Alright, so you can see this is a level 1 hazard, and down there y'all can notice. Hello? Hello?
Ready whenever you are.
There we go. Alright, let's see if we can do that. There we go. High explosive armor plating. Take all. Being in a level 1 hazard, so being outside, the atmosphere is so bad that it's like, alright, you're not going to be doing good, and, you know, doesn't even give you a time frame, it's just a level. But once you get back in, then you're fine again, and you come right back out. You go back in, and then we can find what area next that we can go to. This is some fun music, though. Do, 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 do. If I remember correctly, the devs wanted the minigame or extremely vascular applications. Oh shit. And if I remember correctly, or remember right, the devs wanted the minigame to be more involved and bigger scale, but tech-wise they couldn't achieve it. Extra Vaseline aperture. Well, ME2 has a probing minigame. I like this better, but the probing one, it kind of depends as to your currency, how many probes you have, and, you know, if you want to try to get better at that little minigame. That one I didn't mind, but yeah, I prefer the Mako so much more. And that stronghold is over there. I think I already no, I didn't see it. Really, Commander? Yep, we're getting there, Pixel. Sigh. Probing Uranus. Well, I mean, somebody's got to do that scientific research. Alright, open area. I'm not sure if it's that open. Hey, we've got a little rock outcrop here. See, the rock outcrops don't actually show up on the minimap. So I've got a little flag on this guy right here, right? But we can clearly see, when we're not in this menu, that the game is telling us, oh, there's a rock outcrop out here that you can go to, which is what we're doing right now. So we're gonna go and get this rock. Extremely voluptuous aliens. Hell yeah. That's the reason why I've best crew in the galaxy. Thorium. Alright. Hang on. Make cancel. Because you never know if you're going to like miss one, and then it doesn't give you a second chance. Unless you've got like Omnigel. Alright, let's see. Alright, rare element surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium. Look at that. So you get more XP and more credits. So I've got a good bit of credits now if I Let me check on that actually. Equipment? Yeah, I've got 18,796 credits and I haven't even bought anything yet or sold anything. But I've got all this stuff on me that I can convert to Omnigel. I've got 64 Omnigel. And that's the little slot that's right next to the currency. So you see at the bottom center, you've got health pack. So I've got 6 out of 6. I've got 6 out of 6 grenades. 64 Omnigel, and then 18,796 currency. So not too bad. Let's go ahead and save since I got that one. Ooh. The music stopped. Oh man. Did y'all hear that? It kind of clipped. I didn't even do anything. You're rich. I've got 18,000 space money. Yeah, that was weird. Sorry about that. Been making a lot of cool stuff for my VRC avatar. Made working Doc Ock legs. Oh, Spider-Man. And arms that actually walk using Final IK. Is that what that says? Wait, where is it? Sorry, I'm looking at like 2 different screens. Oh gosh, there it is. Mushroom. Both materials and money. Oh, bounce. That guy in mission control, he has a cozy job.
Heading to position.
Cover artifact. Ah, shit. There we go. Matriarch's writings recovered. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Delinaga's writings. See, where do these writings even come from? That's weird. Yeah, Final IK. We're rich, mushroom. What are those legs? Akimbo. Akimbo legs. See, that was 760 credits, so I'm quickly like earning more and more money the more that I do stuff at a, you know, rapidly increasing pace. So, that was both that thing, a rock deposit, surveyed thorium. Now we're going up here. And again, this isn't part of the main mission in order to do this. There we go. My little mouse was on the screen again. You see that again. Yeah, look at that sun. Imagine living on a planet and the sun's just constantly looking at you like that. I don't know if I could do it. All this money, you can buy all the Hanar extra preaching permits. There will be a Hanar preaching on every corner. That is Commander Shepard's platform. We do need to go and find some more jellyfish people. They're fun guys. And hear them talk about the Enkindlers. Alright, Mountain. Let's see what you got against the Mako. You got nothing. You got nothing against the Mako. Nobody does. This was the Skyrim horse before Skyrim horse. Uh-oh. This is looking a little open here. Let's save. Come on, game. Don't hurt. I guess saving does that? Whoa, what? Okay, it's a good thing that we saved because now I am in first person. Oh, holy shit. What the hell happened? Get back in that shield for shit. Damn. What the hell happened? Nothing was here. That scared me. Wow.
We got them all, Shepard.
This thing just phased into existence when I was like already on it. What the hell happened? We mentioned Skyrim and immediately it bugs. So Skyrim is capable of bugging out other games that aren't even associated with them, not even with the company. Alright, Tali. Actually, let me do this first. Tali, you heal. There we go. Alright, well that was interesting. Let's go ahead and save again, which is going to break the music. I don't know, maybe it's just something with this planet. Enter building. Alright, so we got some stuff in here that we gotta do. So Garrus does well with the assault rifle, Tali does well with the pistol. I do pretty good with the sniper rifle, but that weapon sway is ridiculous until I, you know, level up properly. I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Okay, I was just checking to see if I could, like, level up and everything. Ah, that's what grenades do. They just sit there. And I just damage myself with my own grenade, so there is, like, friendly fire. But that wasn't even a lot of damage. So it does time down. Alright, let's do this. Wait a minute. Overload or sabotage? I will destroy you too. Can I like get into cover properly? There we go. Going back. Krogans are no joke. I don't remember them being this bad though. Tali, please. Oh shit. Oh my god, it's back on. Let's see. Both Shepard and myself needs this, and I'm also going to do that. Who's here? Jesus, didn't I put this on an easier difficulty? Wow, there's a lot of enemies in here. No, do not go. I wonder if I should change weapons a little bit. I wonder if my pistol will do any better. Ah, Garrus and Tali just chilling down there. Come on. Enemies are everywhere, but these pirates are cowards. Let's sigh. Do I want to do pistol? Do I want to do shotgun? Or do I want to throw a granada?
Lost shields.
God, that knocked down my shields already.
I will destroy you!
You will not do any such thing. Okay, so you're behind there.
Locked and loaded.
Oh, I thought I swapped to the pistol. I thought this was an easier difficulty. Am I even hitting them? See if I can like come up here a little bit, take some cover. Alright, that's one. Do not get up close and next to me. Man, I need to work on Garrus and Tali a little bit.
Lost shields. Lost shields.
Hurts. Whoa. There's still a lot of them on the map. I don't remember them being this difficult. Like, my squad usually is almost always alive in the older playthroughs that I've had. I just don't know how much different the PC version is.
Enemy is everywhere!
Oh,
I lost shields!
Jesus.
I lost shields!
Yeah, these are like some biotic guys. If I have my Avenger, that means that I should have this other talent. And if I wanted to go overcharge on him, I can.
I lost shields! I lost shields!
God, I can't seem to get that guy. There we go. Alright. So we're down to 3. Come on, come here. Down to 2. It's just the question as to where those 2 are. I think they're up on the upper levels. There's 1. That works. Sniper down. There they are.
Mine! I lost shields!
There we go. We did it. Tolly Garrus, wake up.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Oh my gosh. At least we did that one in one go. Let me check the difficulty again. Settings. Controls. Gameplay. Normal. No, it's supposed to be casual. So wait a minute. Has it been normal this entire time? Did I actually defeat that Krogan guy on the harder difficulty? Because if I did, I can continue doing this. Changes have not been applied. So let me just double check. Yeah, it's been on normal, so I guess I did kill him on the harder difficulty, so this is still a legit normal run. Well, that makes me feel better. I'm gonna have to double check on that, though. Could have sworn that I changed it. Oh, here's a fuel tank. Maybe I could have blown that up and gotten a bunch of them at the same time. Whoa. But let's see. Now, everyone inside the vehicle has a concussion and compressed vertebrae from slamming the ground. Skyrim is a bad omen. I love that game, though. It's because Final Pam was released. She is free to infect other games. I don't know who that is. Who's Final Pam? Makes me wonder what the next Elder Scrolls will be like. I'm really curious what the gameplay will be like. Hopefully it's a bit more involved. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Oblivion and Skyrim. Skyrim was a huge game for me back in the day. I even have like a little Skyrim, like Elder Scrolls. What would it be, a medallion or something? It's like on the little bag that I take to conventions and stuff. Nice voice lines there. I gather someone is going to be destroyed. From the lady saying, "I will destroy you." Even if you did bump down the difficulty, there ought to be some challenge still. That accuracy. I will destroy you, woo. Is there melee in this game? There is. It's just tied with firing. So if I'm right next to someone and they're like right here, like before I get stuck on it, then I can still shoot the fire button and it'll smack them, but it doesn't do all that much. Oof, mission's going rough, Captain. Sean, you're a normal difficulty badass. Final Pam was a character from the Fallout 4 Monster Factory series. Oh, shit. Final Pam. Oh, there's another thing up here. Can I get it? There we go. Yay, we got another Metagel. Final Pam does sound familiar. Yeah, this was just a little side quest with space pirates and stuff. Tali and Garrus, I need to bump them up. Poor things. But yeah, I got that Krogan on normal. He was a fucking jerk. He was really hard. Fusion containment cell. Yeah, this is a lot harder of a Mass Effect playthrough. Like, if this was the difficulty that younger me would be playing, that would be another reason why I would be like, damn, this game is like rough, dude. Alright, so within this pirate area, we still have stuff that we can open up. And you can see like inspirations that they have from Knights of the Old Republic. I have yet to really like play a lot of that game, but I want to. Both the first one and the second one. Decryption skill too low. Sad face. These guys need to do their decryptions. Let's see. I know in the gameplay, squad only. Let's do off. And let's apply that. So the auto level up is what's letting these guys on my squad. So I am changing that at least so that I can go to my squad, see that I've got points, hell yeah. Let's put 1 point in soldier. Let's put another point in first aid. We'll be getting to weapons and stuff in a little bit. I need to work on survival because if this game's going to be like that, I'm like, ugh. But here you go, Doc. So assault training, which I don't have any points in just yet. Increases melee damage. Increases weapons damage. Grants the adrenaline burst ability. And then there's fitness. And then there's also Spectre training. Ooh. Spectre training. Elite agents of the Council, the Spectres have access to special training unavailable elsewhere in the galaxy. Increases health, accuracy, and effectiveness of all attacks and powers. Grants unity ability. So increases the damage duration of all your powers and attacks by 1. Increases health by 5%. Maximum accuracy by 2%. And regenerate an extra accuracy per second. Let's see how much that you can overall get. Oh, advanced unity. Let's see what the first one is. Restores dead squad members with 15% health and 40% shields, and it's about just over 2 minute duration or recharge time. Okay, that's a better charge time. Actually, on that thought. Yeah, let's get this, because if I can revive my squad, that's going to be a big deal. 90 seconds, so a minute 30 seconds, so that would be very helpful. And 100% shields. Yeah, this seems like a really important thing if my squad's going to be like down and out. So adrenaline burst recharges all talents so that they can be used immediately. So I'm going to be working on Garrus's decryption, because it'll be able to open up some more avenues for us. And then electronics as well. So let's see, this would be electronics, and yeah. And then Tali, advanced dampening, increases the radius and strength of dampening. She's got decryption, and I need to be working on hers. See, 1 more point and we would have been able to open up that other one. Let's take a look at our stuff that we have right now, because I need to like upgrade things for these guys. Alright, first things first, let's take a look at all their weapons. Alright, that one's good. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and convert all these to Omnigel. Helps clear it up. Shepard first. Then Garrus. Is he better with the shotgun or Tali? Tali already has a really good shotgun. Alright, I can still give him this one. Yeah, Charlie already has a better shotgun than he does. And you can see the number for Omnigel going up after each weapon and item that we destroy. So now it's at 108, now it's at 112, 116, 120. Let's go back to Shepard, take a look at pistols. So there is a better pistol, and yes, I do want to bring all those upgrades over, but I don't have to do them a second time. Now Tali is the one that's really good with the pistol, so I want to give her this upgrade. And then Garrus, since he doesn't do all that much with pistols, there we go. Garrus does really well with sniper rifles, but we're going to start with Shepard first again. 14, 82, okay. So yes, and then Tali. So good, all of these I can dismantle. 156. So whenever I go and do the hacking mini games, that's what the Omnigel is there for, because it's like, oh, this is just in case that you need to do something with that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. So okay, let's take a look at this. So shield bonus, no. Details. Well, this is another Omni tool. Biomedical firm Certna made its fortune eliminating several genetic diseases endemic to human populations. The foundation is renowned for its humanitarian efforts and refuses to produce weapons or similar offensive products. They do, however, offer basic productive or utilitarian items ranging from armor to Omni tools to biotic amps. Omni tools are multi-purpose diagnostic and manufacturing tools used for a variety of battlefield tasks. One of the things I recently did for Skyrim is add mods to make the combat feel more like Elden Ring combat. Ooh. I've seen a video like that on YouTube of some guy redoing a bunch of his mods, and Skyrim looked like a completely different beast then, but I think he had something of around like 50 to 100 mods running. My computer would not be capable of that. Oh, and thank you, Doc. And stretchies. And yeah, I did do Garrus's face. Let's see if I can get a up close and personal look at the boy. Just from this angle, it definitely looks like he's got a sharper image. So let's see. Before we even do that stuff. Do I have better armor? No. Okay. But yeah, we'll be taking a look at Garrus. Let's see, any upgrades that I can use? 15 shield recovery. Damage protection. 45% shields. Damn, I need to figure out which one would be good. Shield recovery is also like really good. More shields or shield recovery. I'm gonna keep that one. Take a look at Garrus. Let's give him more shields. And then Tali. Let's also give her shield recovery. So hopefully that helps out just a teeny tiny bit. And now this is going to take a look at the... So there's heat absorption, damage, rate of fire. It's the one that I automatically have. Synthetics. Ooh, so that's even better. Let's confirm and do that one. Accuracy. 25% against organics. Actually, I might actually want that on something. Let's back out. So let's keep that. Go back to Shepard. Get this. So I do like weapon stability. Heat absorption. There we go. So my pistol will work better against humanoids, but there is a lot of depth. So Tali, I want stuff on her pistol since she's going to be using that more often, and then Garrus has those for his assault rifle, so that's good. Just to do and that would be like a quick, decryption, sad face. Decryption, sad face. Alright, so you discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers in Nasana, Danitas, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with this. Download evidence. But yeah, I won't be able to open this stuff up, so this one is hardened. Store locker, hardened wall safe. Interesting. And also, I need to like bump up or lower the AC again. It's just getting so warm here. Poor bat getting toasty in little bat room. I like it cold. Blowhigh also likes it cold. Alright, so we did all that, and we can go back to the Normandy and listen to the beautiful music of the galaxy map. And I can go and check on my AC. So give me one moment, y'all. Enjoy. Lowered it again. Hopefully that does a bit more work than my AC has been doing so far. And yeah, trans rights. One day I'll get those sound effects going again in order to test them. Probably get with Taw in order to see if they have any advice for that. But we had a brief reprieve this past week. Hello, Fermi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's constantly warming up here in the afternoons. But now the summer is back. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not even May and it already feels like, you know, beginning mid-June. It's just oof. I love this music. Enjoying some warm tea as well as iced water. And no, the warm tea is not making me warm up. No. Warm tea is necessary. Very soothing. Let's see. Second planet would be right here. Parolan. Perlin. Perlin is an enormous terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Macedon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may prove rich enough to be profitably mined despite the heavy gravity. Survey. Matriarch's writings recovered. You were scanning the planet Porolon when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings in a storage compartment. How did these writings get to the places that they are? It's like, yeah, I wrote something and it just landed on some planet. Patavig. Patavig is the second of the Macedon system's giant terrestrial planets, and by far the more interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia, in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based atmosphere has developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly toxic seas. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Patavig is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the Systems Alliance and the Volus patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Orbital period, 69 Earth years. Nice. Alright, anything out in the asteroid field? I don't think I've seen any glints so far. There is. Metallic asteroid. A metal-rich asteroid. While scanning this asteroid field in the Artemis Tau cluster, you detected a large deposit of titanium. Zoom out. And last planet. Fargalus. Oh boy, these names. Fargalus is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with an abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Survey. Gas deposit surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of xenon. Xenon's the sequel? Really? Alright, last one. Let's go to Sparta. And then after Sparta, we can continue another quest line. Got 2 asteroid fields here. Ah, we have something right here. Anything in the outer one? Don't see anything at first glance. Let's do a scan. It only appears if you hover over it. Like I said, whoever made the music for the galaxy map is perfect, because it's like, okay, you're going to be listening to this music a lot. We've only got one song, make it count, and boy, did they make it count, yeah. Tremonra. Tremonra is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient, dark, basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Tremonra's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. That said, Tremonra's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vehicles to land safely for direct grounding. Hey, it's exactly 1 Earth-year orbit. And the day length. It's like a perfect one of Earth. Interesting. Alrighty, it's that time again. Time for this dock to head out for now. Also, the Macedon system. Alexander the Great conquered all the way out there. As an impact with somebody once told me. Oh no. Oh no. Macedon? What did Alexander have to do with the Macedons? Perhaps we will learn later from Doc. A collection of small silica asteroids. Silicious? Loosely bound together by gravity. Prothean data disk recovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. Well, how on earth did it get there? These are important questions.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Edalus. Edalus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Edalus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Edalus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Let's land there. Let's do it. Let's just go. Space husband and space wife. Oh, you can already see shit falling from the sky. Oh boy, this is very peaceful. Let's see if it like doesn't break the music on this planet. And let's take a look at map. So we've got debris over here, distress signal, and anomaly. So let's go and knock out the debris real quick, because I have a feeling that whatever's in front of us, being the distress signal, may not be all that it's cracked up to be. Because who would want to live on a planet like this? You got shit coming down from the sky all the time. Look at all that. Yeah, that's looking a little sketchy right there. And I think I know exactly what I'm going to encounter. We're just going to ignore this mountain right here. Ignore the mountain. That's why we love the Mako. I don't know why they hid like the mineral deposits. I get that they want you to explore on these planets, but what would be the harm in, you know, having it on the mini-map? You'd still be going to the locations. You'd have to look up each and individual planet to be like, okay, you have this mineral deposit here. Oh, just like that one. So there is something facing this way. Let me open up my map and see if I can like point myself. Yeah, it's like roughly up here somewhere. See, that's what I mean. It's like I was going to be coming over here anyway, but why not like help me out, BioWare?
I'm on my way.
Did I just get out without my helmet on? Sad face, my electronics and decryption. Alright. Again, we're gonna work on those. Sad face. What mountain? There ain't no mountain here. There's some rocks here. Padding, largely. There it is. Look at that texture loading in. Look at that. There you go. $920 credits. How many credits do I have now? 26,000. So I'm gaining them at a very quick rate. Alright, so now nap time. Not nap time, but nap time. Let's go to that anomaly. Save. Don't break music. Gotta love pop in. It's custom pop-in. Imagine having that on a VR chat avatar. It's like, wait, you only load in whenever you're right next to a person, so they start off as like low polygon at a distance. Actually, that's kind of neat. You would have that as a feature to be like easy on their system. So like at a distance, they do look like a PlayStation 1 character, but whenever you're right next to them, they look like a current gen Final Fantasy character, just with all the glitter and gold. That'd be kind of funny. So a LOD system? Yeah. I like low polygon stuff in general. Look at all this shit falling down from the sky. Of course people want to live here. Alright, let's see what this is. Oh, poppin'. Mummified Solarian. Just casually gonna come across this guy. The problem is that most VR platforms don't let you dynamically load avatars, so you need to load all varieties of the avatar on Kinect. Oh boy. VR, let me do more. Let's see what's all about this poor Solarian guy. Oh boy. Grr. No. Oh, thank goodness it lets me do it again. I hate trying to do this on a controller. Oh, here we go. No. Again. How many times can I do this? Alright, wait. And go. And go again. There we go. ID tag recovered. You found Captain Millen's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. And I got almost 1,000 credits for just doing that. So they give me a lot of money and they give me experience for everything that I do. So they don't skimp out on that. Alright, time for the distress signal. And again, I'm going to brace myself because I know what it's all about. Just from a glance. I've seen low polygon avatars before. There's a Rexium one that's really funny in order to see. But that's like a meme one. Oof. What mountain? Mako doesn't recognize any mountains. Alright, distress signal out in the open. An abundance of flat land around it. Let's go see what this perfectly, legit distress signal is all about and let our guard down. Yeah. Watch the mini-map. Alright. Dead. Got him. And then he just disappears. So I did fine that time.
Cover me.
Ah, these poor guys. Examine.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Koko's command. We'd want to know what happened here.
Any way that I can turn this thing off so that it stops sending a distress signal out? No more casualties. Wonder if I can just blow it up. Is there anything in order to talk to it?
I'm here if you need me.
Yeah, I'm right, Garrus.
You lead, I'll follow.
Let me see if I can blow it up. Nope. Sad face. What does the map say? Distressing beacon. Okay. Return back to Normandy. I'm going for low poly for my game. I wanted to run on a potato. Nice. We stand a low poly. I believe you can do it in Resonite, but the problem is that A, you essentially make the others load two versions of your avatar upon connecting, and B, you have to program it into your avatar yourself, and C, everyone wants to look pretty so nobody does it because of Resonite's laissez-faire approach to content. Resonite lets you do a lot of cool things, but since there's no hard limitations, it lets you do uncool things too. Want to have a 500 gigabyte texture on your avatar? You can. You shouldn't, but you can. VR chat meanwhile goes, yeah, no, so you have less freedom, but more stability. Resonite gives you more freedom, but at great freedom comes great responsibility, and people aren't good. Aww. Yeah, if only we lived in a place where we can have fun and silly things and not have to be so serious all the time. Altaia is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks and deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altaia once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. Y'all ever wanted to get into planets, astrology? Antamalka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, past the orbit of Altaia and Daedalus, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Antamalka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Hundreds? Wow. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immersive rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Let's survey it. Gas deposit surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of hydrogen. And we didn't see anything in the asteroid field. So Alsages. Small, distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium, with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Eluam Ranpera was caught with his frigate Tunron grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpera refused to surrender. The Tunron was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Boy, they like throwing like some really interesting words at you in this game. Orbital periods, 73, almost 74 Earth years. Day length is 23.3 Earth hours. Survey. Rare elements survey. Scans from orbit have detected a small deposit of plutonium. Allowing me to do geology within Mass Effect. Alright, so that's the Artemis Tau system, and that pretty much completes this one. Kind of wish that it would show like 100% complete for some systems. Let's see, we have Pharos, we have Novera. I think I remember which one Novera is, and which one Pharos is. So, whenever you go to a brand new system, that's when the ship is like, okay, we actually have to use a mass relay. But if you're going from systems within, like a nebula, this is the Horsehead Nebula, then you just have a little cutscene of the Normandy using its engine in order to get from one to the other. It doesn't need a mass relay in order to do that. But you will need a mass relay to go from here to where we were. But now we're here. Sfrog, there's Novaria, Morana, and Vales. Let's discover these other ones first. Ooh, a very interesting red one. Svarog is a small but typical hydrogen and helium gas giant whose orbit lies quite close to the star. It is unusual for a star with a close orbiting gas giant to have a habitable world. Svarog is Pax's only gas giant, but its temperature, powerful winds, and high orbital velocity make it a poor candidate for helium-3 mining, while Novaria enjoys plentiful deuterium for its fusion plants. It imports all of its helium-3 from out-system. I still like that red. There's Morana. Morana is an icy planetoid smaller than Earth's moon. Many planetary geologists suspect it was once an Oort cloud ice dwarf, which migrated inwards after an encounter with some other body. While the crust is frozen water, ice, deeper layers are mostly silicates with pockets of magnesium and aluminum. Morana is tidally locked to Pax. The same side always faces the sun. Vales. Vales has a thin atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Most other materials have frozen and fallen as snow. Its surface is composed of potassium with deposits of magnesium. While investigating the primitive anaerobic life of Vales, binary helix survey teams discovered a cunningly hidden anchorage of the ancient Krogan warlord Moreau. Many records and artifacts of the Krogan rebellions were recovered and sold at auction. The empty base is now abandoned. Matriarch's writings recovered. Scans of the planet Vales revealed a small abandoned vessel. Your salvage team brought the ship on board and dismantled it, whereupon they discovered one of that lady's writings again. What does she do with those things? She just writes a paper and then chucks it into a mass relay, wherever it goes. We find so many of those. But here we are, Novera. Novera is a small frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Novaria Development Corporation, who lease out labs to perform research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Novaria's unique situation, it is the source of many wild conspiracy theories. Ooh, it's got a hefty population, almost 500,000. And this is where we need to go. Let's go ahead and land.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Sassy Joker. Presley, do you have any more info?
Yes, Commander.
Aliens on the ship? Personal questions? No, that's all I have.
Carry on, Presley.
Carry on,
Yes,
Presley.
sir.
Oh, point defense systems. More experience. Yeah, some people still aren't in their spots in order to work the ship. What's up, Joker?
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
All right, man. I should go. wonder if I can discover anything inside the meeting room. Such a large space for just like an important meeting. But in between missions, you can still like talk to your team. Just like we'll see over here.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We'll get things done. I'd rather operate independently than have the brass on our backs anyway.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
And hello, Don. That's such an awkward approach. Walk up to your crewmate with a blank face, and he returns the blank look. Well, it's more of just an older game, but it still has its charm. I still think they did a really good job with it, even though that, yeah, everybody's looking at each other with a blank face, but it's not like Oblivion level, I suppose. And hello, Nawest. Thank you. Welcome. Currently enjoying some tea that's not exactly as hot as it was. Just room temp black tea, but still very, very cozy. Oh yes, and I've got Blowhigh in my lap once more. That is his, like, spot 100% of the time whenever I'm gaming. He's very soft and cushiony.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
I'm doing good. I had a late wake up today because I had stayed up for a decent amount last night, but it was good times. Had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'm doing good today. I'm vibing. Hope you're doing well too. Hope all of y'all are doing well.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bowl every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
It's a big galaxy, Lieutenant. Who knows what will come in handy?
If you say so, sir. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
And see, talking to your crewmates does give you codex entries, as well as experience. I just looted my own box again. There we go, here's a sleep pod. Another codex entry and some more experience. But yeah, hope y'all are doing well as well. Mecha. We're enjoying some more Mass Effect, more space adventures with Space Husband and Space Wife. Oh hey, Layara is in here. Let's talk to Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
I think I may have already asked this question. And I think I've already asked her about Caden.
I should go.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I should leave. I should go. Layara. What up, blue alien lady?
Never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
Love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Just one note. Whenever I see the way that BioWare did the dialogue and how characters talk and interact with each other, yes, they have kind of very neutral facial expressions, but they have so many body movements, and it makes it that much more believable. This is an old game from 2007. This is awesome.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
You know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
It's interesting. What rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no... Asari daughters inherit racial trait. I am what is... It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. Benezia... Many Asari raise their children alone.
That's all the dialogue options for her. I
Goodbye,
should go. I should go. That's how he ends his conversations. I believe these are my quarters right here. Yeah. I've got the beds bunked up next to each other and a table. But you don't really see the barracks from the other locations. Gonna see a couple of these guys that are down here. What up, Rex?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard. Alright, and this would be a good example to see if we've got those high-res textures for our space husband right here. Garrus.
Nice workout. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Not necessarily a mod, Lux, although I think there are mods that exist that actually do that. This was as simple as going into the configuration files for Mass Effect in like the user documents side of my computer and just inputting some different variables in order to change some numbers. So that's all I needed to do.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Just do a good job and don't get in my way. We'll get along fine.
Don't worry, Commander. I'll keep clear.
But maybe I want him to get in my way. Space husband. Oh yeah, there's this guy.
Looking for supplies?
Yes, investigate. New items, licenses.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses.
Oh, I think I already
have
talked to this
several.
guy.
Many of the best licenses are hard.
Not right now.
No problem.
Not right
Checking
now.
back.
I should go. You'll have to wait for the sequel for that. The sequel for what? Tali, core charge status. Engineer Adams. Let's see.
Commander, you know that Quarian, Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tali, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Oh yeah, you're right. I wish we could date him all the time.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
I should go. Tali. Space wife.
Ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Right. Imagining if we're able to function like the Geth, having billions of humans all acting as one. Just think of how many furries. Tons of furries, furry hive mind, or Halo, then you've got the grave mind with the flood. I always like the Geth though, the Geth are cool. And they also have a really cool design because they're like sexy robots.
You're the ones who started the war. The Geth were just fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Want to know more about the pilgrimage?
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
I should go.
See you later.
Space wife. And that just shows like there's so much dialogue that you can explore in the game. You can also like modify your crew's lockers right here. So we haven't even done anything with Layara or Rex or really Ashley. With only pizza, hey, I'd take them. It's like, hell yeah, pizza. Best gift ever. Bring pizza for everyone. Even if it's one pizza, you can slice it up into, you know, 1,000 pieces.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
I should go.
Is this duty related, Chief?
No, sir. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
And you're right, Pixel. Ashley, I'm not racist, but Williams. I did do some reading on her because I know she has a lot of information in history, knowing about the Turian War on the humans. So I do see that comment brought up a lot in the Mass Effect subreddits and stuff.
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
I'm not gonna lock them in the sleeper pods for the whole trip, Williams.
I'd be more comfortable if they didn't have access to engineering and the CIC. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
How do you get from relying on ourselves to mistreating our allies?
I don't mean we should mistreat them, Commander. I just think we should be prepared to go it without them. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
You sound like one of those Terra Firma party pamphlets, Chief.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
See, that's the thing with Ashley, is that she has an extensive history with distrust with the Turians, just because all of her family has basically fought them in the First Contact War. So having that within your family is just, you know, I would imagine it being really rough, because it's like all we've ever known is just fighting with this people. Just like how the Quarians are always fighting with the Geth, and the Geth are always fighting with everyone. Because it's like, the Geth are not going to be happy if you hang around them, and I'm just imagining Ashley's like the same way towards Turians. And I can't remember what, that's pretty extreme, the sound effect for that one is. I do want those to be working and playing, so I'm hoping to do that soon in order to have like sound effects, because I think those are fun. The last time that I set those up was very end of January, beginning of February, but they've never actually had an official test run. I need to get with others in order to see if I can get those sound effects working. They're not overpowering, and I do have like a little time like between them so that they can't be spammed and stuff. But I liked them. They're hand-picked, and I think that they're really funny. I just want to use them someday. Okay, but an excuse is never and a justification, though. That's true, Pixel. You'd have to work with aliens.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
What about me? We'll bang, okay?
I'm glad there won't be a problem.
Anything else you need, Commander?
Your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Not everyone has a happy family life.
No, I guess not. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom.
Not everyone.
No. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years.
We'll talk later, Williams.
I should go.
Looking forward to it, sir.
I should go. I should always just go. Activate. Teleport me inside the elevator, and then we can go up and land on Novaria. You can do that after every mission too, like go and talk to your crewmates. They're all scattered around the ship. And they could be at different locations at different times. In the other games, I think. In this game, they might be more static and always found in the same spot. Like, I think Rex is always in his same spot, same as Garrus. So we've already landed, and now, since we've done a good bit of dialogue, let's go ahead and save. Save. Exit. Space husband. Space wife.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
So Presley is the guy who takes over command whenever we're gone, so he becomes the captain. Almost looks like a little Geth thing right there. What you doing scanning me?
Stay alert. Being cold means being dead.
I'm wearing an environmental suit, and I'm still freezing.
It is pretty cold here. Look at her. Look at the Normandy. She's a very pretty ship. One of my favorite sci-fi ships. Oh boy. These guys.
That's far enough.
Something wrong, officer?
You better hope there isn't. This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect. I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, man. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Citadel authority supersedes yours.
Let's not start a fight.
I'll be behind you. That armor's in good condition?
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs. Behave yourself.
Well, these guys actually just walk to the side and they're completely fine.
Out of here.
You get out of here.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Oh, and they also had like little floating bird turrets. Forgot about these guys. Bird guns. They fly, they have wings. And they've got guns on them. Oh, the frame rate. Can go up there, can go over here. What weird looking architecture. Anything these guys will say? No.
Detectors, don't mind the alarm. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Goose gun. Yeah, it does look like a goose.
I have urgent business here.
One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I'm not here to dig out any corporate secrets.
That's gratifying to hear.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's aide is here.
Passed through? Where is she now?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
That's where I need to be then.
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
Commander, it might be wise to bring Dr. Tassoni along. She knows her mother better than any of us.
That's true. Let's see, that is the elevator. Grr. Might have to bring Space Wife and bring Blue Lady Alien along. Very, very true. Look at that running camera. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's the wrong one. The other one is over here. Running camera. They reinstated net neutrality.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged.
Gotta bring Garrus.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
There we go.
Exo Presley has the deck.
Now Liara doesn't have a lot of like big weapons. Let's see. Squad. Oh shit, 28 points. Oh boy. Auto level up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that for her. So many abilities. And I already have all this stuff, but if I go back, go to equipment, Liara can go with a better one. Wait, what is Shepard's? This is 160? Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not giving him a worse one or something. Okay. Oh, utility. Unity amp. Power bonus, duration bonus. Okay. We'll do it for now. How much money? 31,000. We doing real good. I'll have to read up on the net neutrality again, Pixel. Haven't heard about it in a while. Normandy.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Businesswoman.
The managers warned us about you.
Warned? Oh hey, is Doc here? We have another Hanar. Who's a merchant.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
Let's see here. We have yet another option for Paragon or Renegade. Tell me or I won't help, or see it my way.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
Maybe later. Right now, I need supplies.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
Shepard views items. Now see, this stuff is still really expensive. This stuff, not so much. Grenade upgrade. There we go. For the Normandy Quartermaster. Yes. Grenade upgrade too. Let's go back.
Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
Maybe later. Right now, I need to...
Of course. This one apologizes for inconvenience.
View upgrades. Sure rounds, fusion explosion. Ah, here we go. I can sell stuff. Now, how much does it say that I can sell it for? I got a lot of things that I can sell. Ah, there it is. It does show like sell value. 500, 200, 119. Gotcha.
Has
maybe later.
Of course. This one.
View armor. Okay. So at least I got another upgrade for grenades.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
But you could be talking to me. I always thought this room was interesting because it's a very large open room, very dimly lit because you've got all that snow going on up there. I could just take out my gun. But you have these huge rocks that are just being steamed right there. In the future, I guess everyone wears tight clothing, and I'm here for it. Yeah, you've got Shepard. Hang on, let's get them under the light. There's, well, Talia isn't here, but you've got Liara. Yeah, everybody wears some very space-fitting outfits. They're very snug. And I am here for it, too. I'm sure Captain Kirk would also be proud. He's like, aliens. Sees them in tight outfits. Raises eyebrow.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns.
Don't make me regret hanging around with my guns. It's like, is he sassing me? I think he is. You sassing me? You sassing my guns? Let's see, where is the... Oh, what's this? Clear destination. But here's the plaza. There's the garage, and there's the Mako. Okay, so I am going to a good location. At least roughly. Oh wait, I needed to go down there in order to talk to these guys, but we do have some elevators that we can also go to. Question is if I'm able to go up this area first. Just do a little exploring. We might be wrapping up the stream within the next 30 minutes. We'll see how far we can get. We'll go ahead and save.
The male human at the hotel bar?
He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
He's right there. Why not talk to him yourself?
I wish I could. I already bungled this myself. He realized I was not a real buyer.
Whatever you need done, ask someone else. I'm busy.
My mistake, obviously.
Maybe.
Have you changed your mind? Would you speak to Vargas for me?
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics.
Bat.
Powerful ones.
Hello, Eternal.
Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
Oh, Eternal, I may have. I'm a little rusty with Twitch. It's been some time. I hope you're having a great day, though. How was your stream yesterday?
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this. So would you. 500 credits.
I'll think about it.
Let me know what you decide.
Thinking about it. Oh yeah, there's Vargas. This guy. So he's just giving me the sideways eye. He's like, can I help you?
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
So mean. You just talked to me.
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They don't write them down on bins.
Full benefits, of course.
And you're right, Pixel, that is really low. 500 credits. I've got like almost 30,000 still. And thank you, Eternal.
You hear about the resort then?
More bat activities. Bat in space.
If you like that sort of thing.
We're playing one of my favorite series, being Mass Effect. Gonna try to aim for a 100% run, or as much as we can do.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Who is this guy?
Who might you be?
Lorik Keen. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights Office.
For the moment. You love Mass Effect. Yeah, Mass Effect is a huge mood. We've been listening to really awesome music.
For the moment?
Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
By rents, you mean bribes for Analeus?
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus's actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analeus's thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Interesting Turian guy. And yeah, we're doing male ship. I've done femship before and have romance Garrus. We smooch Garrus all the time though. We'll give him one right now, even if he kind of nudges away. We also have Space Wife. Garrus is our space husband, Space Wife would be Tali. And that's who I'm contemplating doing a romance with this particular run. Let's see, is his office in here? So you go up there and then you go across. I think it still might be within the same location. But yeah, I am aware that you can like mod male shep in order to be able to smooch Garrus. I haven't delved too deep with other mods though. But I did have to do one for controller support. Dorman.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Is he just gonna stand there this entire time?
Hang up. Elder brother? It's me. I'm on Bavaria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Did you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with synthetic insights. The manager, Laura Keene. He got caught with his toes wet. The office is closed by Hanshin's administrator. I need you to see what you can find out about... Are you ready for his name? Ronadril Gan Swa Folsum Keratin Nar Eadi Belanaleus. No, that's the administrator. The Hanshin administrator. Well, think about it. A Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's drilled into them from boot camp. I think the administrator is using this Keene fella to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Novaria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here. Thank you, Elder Brother. I have to go. Yes. I'll speak to you soon.
I should go. I have to go. And yeah, I miss old BioWare too. Been with them for like since Mass Effect, and I have gone and explored their other titles as well. Still wish that we had more for Andromeda, but we are getting another Mass Effect supposedly. And yeah, I've done femship before, and Jennifer Hale does do some really awesome voice acting. And yeah, I love Tali. I haven't ever actually romanced Tali before. The main mod I used on PC Legendary Edition was a mod that allowed me to increase field of view to 100. I see. Tali as imagined by fans after ME2, yes. Tali as an ME3? Nah, I'd go Krogan instead. Well, here's a Krogan. Oh hey, it's this guy.
What do you want?
To talk to the Opaloid.
I've heard Opal has something for you.
Like I care that you know? You his courier or something?
No, but I could be.
I could be the king of space. Be it.
Mean Krogan. Average decryption. Average decryption. Don't know how hard these average decryptions might be. Oh, the previous one was our 69 save. Nice. Alright, let's see here. So 1... 5. Jeez. Oh no. Try again. Yeah, see, if you fail it, then you've got to use Omnigel, but I've got an abundance of Omnigel on me. But this one is a different way of doing this little mini-game than on the Xbox. It's weird. Security logs. Unauthorized transmission. Not sure if you will receive this, Doctor, but it is imperative that you make your way to the safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked. Your base in the Newton system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to the safe location immediately. Tali, beloved. I think Andromeda is just fine. It's not an amazing game, but it doesn't deserve the hate that it gets in its current version. I agree. I enjoyed Andromeda. Smooch a Krogan. Xbox version had Simon Says. Yeah, I kind of prefer that Simon Says stuff. That's the one that I got used to more often. I know you can like do it using your mouse on there. I'm using the D-pad, which is a little weird, but it's still okay. Oh, PC version updated the Frogger. Frogger weird. At least in this sense, because it's like you already had the other different minigame for Xbox. And that was where it was first. Why not keep that? Why make a whole new minigame? Weird. So the music was bumping up there, so that was just some kind of a club. And there's still the little mini quests up there that we can do. But first, there's going over there, and then synthetic insights. But then there's also this. I don't know if I actually put that down or not, but let's go to the administration offices, which are this way. Running cam, go. I could just waltz in here. Look at that snow. Man, would certainly love to see snow like that. Oh, look, it's this lady. Shall we save again? So we've been playing the game for a little over 8 hours now, from what it says.
Can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annaleas.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleas.
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
See what this Annaleas guy is all about. Oh, music got quiet. Alright, what's going on, my dude? Got anything in here that I can scan? Kind of. You got a gun right there. Oh, that's your vault. I can't really do anything with it. Got an interesting looking long desk.
You'll excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
I don't think he would really be interested in these other guys right here, not like I'd tell him.
You do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He's a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? You didn't think that odd?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
12 credits? It's not that much.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Mean. Mean Solarian. Why's it gotta be that way? Alright, let's see what our journal says so far. How to leave Port Hansan. We have to go to Synthetic Insights. Let's go and help out our Turian friend on this planet. So, oh no, not 12 credits. 720 credits a day. Yeah, that's Solarian. He's not getting paid very much if he's like, oh, I'm all hoity-toity in my position. I get whole 12 credits for answering this one email. Dithering about. You don't hear that word used these days. Not very often. Alright, let's see. We gotta go down here. And it should be this one, if I'm correct. Yes. Such moody music. Would you go into an elevator with glass like this? This is like bathroom glass. Like those rectangle glass structures that you can only like really see one way through.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Laura Keene is under investigation.
I got a blue thing. And then you can't take us.
Analeus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Analeus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Oh. Are we still gonna attack? Alright, let's see. Adrenaline burst. So they can be used immediately. Nice. And I don't see where any other enemy is out there. Let's see. Don't want them to be coming up on the side. Where are you? There's one. Singularity. Draws objects towards it. Lifts and suspend enemies so they are vulnerable. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Destroy you.
Alright. Well, that went a little better than I expected. Because I do think, like, this game is a bit more difficult than what I remember playing back in the day. Easy decryption. I can just override using 20 Omnigel. Or I can just do begin manual override. Ooh. Damn. Man, I suck at this thing. Fine, just use Omnigel. Open. Nice. Open. And easy decryption. There we go. It's the way that it should be done. I never really played much Frogger. But I guess I am now. Pick option D, toss him 10k, and walk off. I will steal your money for you. table thrown to the side. Or not table, that's a chair. Let's go ahead and solve it. And we do have a level up that we can also perform too. Average decryption. Alright, let's try it. You downloaded the evidence from Lorik's computer. Nice. Question is if they're gonna send... Oh yeah, I already see him over there. Way far up there. I wonder if I can snipe him from here. Save again. What weapons are my guys using right now? Garrus is using what he's supposed to be. Liara is using that. See that guy? Oh, that's her shaking her head and stuff. I should go and see what they want before I start blasting. Now, Liara. There you go. I want to use shotgun.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
No, I'm not. Are you?
I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
I have a mission to complete. I did what I had to.
I don't care.
Oh shit, that hurts.
You must die.
Blam. Need something a little stronger. I think they're gonna try to, you know, destroy me. Garrus, don't die. Don't die, Garrus. Don't die, Liara, either. Oh my gosh. You silly guys. Oh wow, there's more of them. Let's see.
I will destroy you. I'm on.
There's them.
I'm on.
Weapon sway. Peek out. That's one. And then where are you down here? There you are. Sleepy heads.
We got them all, Shepard.
We did, but y'all fell asleep. Silly. Stream, baby. Hello, Nixu. Come on in. We're playing some Mass Effect. With Space Husband, Garrus, right here.
Operations here hire their own private security forces. It makes it easier for them to break the laws that way.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
And we're playing the game what appears to be normal difficulty, which... it's hard. My poor squad mates, they're always like going down and stuff. And not in a good way, because I'm like, you guys are you're getting sleepy on the job. Why? Grr. Oh, Frogger. There we go. Give me all the loot. I'm back. Switched to my phone since I was tired of sitting. Yeah, we always gotta do stretchies. So much decryption. I miss my Simon Says. I'm actually good at that. I'm not good at Frogger. There we go. Missing person report. To the attention of Administrator Analaeus, a man named Garrus is looking for information on the whereabouts of one of our freighters. He believes his brother's ship may have been attacked by privateers while traveling through the Stremnus system. Investigation pending. You don't say. Continue your investigation. We'll explore more in here. What an interesting room. Like, would y'all ever, like, go and work in a spot where you have active running water on the sides? Sit here at a table? You know, to be completely honest, I might. I think I could do that. There we go. It's Frogger in 3D. That means it's more exciting. It's the next level of Frogger. Space Frogger. Look at that running animation. My goodness. Alright, well, we cleared that up. But good to have y'all. Hope y'all are doing well this evening. Being particularly fuzzy and cozy. Unfortunately, Space Frogger only lasted 4.5 seconds. Frogger forgot his helmet. Was funny, though. Yeah, I guess frogs can't really wear helmets out in space. Oh, she's angry.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Speak plain. What's your interest?
Not here, Spectre. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Well, she wants a drink now? I can't go and get my Mako just yet. I can talk to her, but I like the Turian guy. Let's see. The bar that she wants to go and meet up at. And I should also spend some points in this as well. Hooray! Let's get that unity so that I can revive my squad from being dead. But here we go. We can actually, like... Let's see. I'll auto level up her, but for Garrus, let's keep working on decryption because I need to get him to here so that I can decrypt the good stuff. And then whenever I'm back with Tali, then I can do decryption. Or not decryption, electronics or something. But I've got good equipment, good electronics. Save and save often. Like I said, Mass Effect was the game that taught me that. Alright, so let's see. Look at all these little mini quests that we're working on. So we've got 4 out of 10 writings. With those little floating things going about. Lender has taught me to save often. I see. We all have programs that have taught us save and save often. Microsoft Word did not take that trophy. It's Mass Effect. But that carried over into Skyrim, and Skyrim definitely taught me save and save often too. But this was the first. So, I've got this lady, that guy, and then that lady. Like, this entire bar is just here to see me. And then there's that guy, the Krogan, up at the very top. There's so much going on in this one bar alone. We'll talk to you in a second, lady, and we'll talk to everybody else here too. We'll probably wrap up these sections. Unity. Manual backups. Oh, I can't do anything up here, never mind. I was already up here. I should go. Alright, lady, what would you like?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
What do you want?
The executive board knows about Analaeus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Analaeus. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, "This month I stole 3 million credits." Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Analaeus' guilt in one package.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Analaeus' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analaeus is driving customers away.
It's like I need his pass.
I'd like to help you, Miss Parasini, but I need Keen's garage pass. It's vital to my mission.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is. You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Analaeus is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keen for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
And I do want to help Keen. Now, speaking of this lady, what can I do talking to this guy? Oh, I can't even talk to him first without doing it. I can talk to this guy. Let's see her.
Well, are you willing to help me?
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
I'm curious.
No, I don't suppose they're clean either.
Excellent. Here is the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps. I have assembled a dossier on Vargas. If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic. He concluded I was not interested in his company's services. I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Mass Effect is a very interesting game because it also taught me about how to deal with just regular conversations throughout the day. What are you drinking, my man? Something purple. Let's go ahead and save. Mezzanine.
Help you?
I'm a Spectre.
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas sales. Were you interested in our services?
It's customary to perform minor genetic upgrades upon enlistment. I've been assigned to see what BH has to offer.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
That's irrelevant, or that's correct. So I do get more stuff in these dialogue options.
I'm sure you know that we pass a new budget every fiscal year. If it delivers a better soldier, contracts can change.
A sound business practice. Excuse my hesitation, I've never heard a government accused of good business sense. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in CG muscle degeneracy.
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of element zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting for tests to give us an average improvement. We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head. For a bulk
And
order,
then
I can
there's
work in
that
a
tell.
sensory enhancement package. Guaranteed 20/15 vision and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
And 30k, that seems a bit high.
Are you sure that's the best price you can offer?
Absolutely. That's the standard rate. Of course, if the government moves forward with this on an official level, there might be some additional discounts. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
And there's that tell again. Not everything I do is legal. You sound guilty. Know of any, or I don't care.
Does Binary Helix have any less than above board projects? I'll keep my source confidential.
Certainly not. Our corporate reputation is sterling. I can assure you all of Binary Helix's operations on Noveria are strictly on the level.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call I have to take. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to doing business with the Citadel.
Why is my mouse on the screen? Alright, now I go and talk to her.
Any results?
It's done.
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
That's all? More.
Only 500. All right. I thought you might have wanted to provide more, since you couldn't do it yourself, I mean.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
Lady, I've gotten over 1,000 credits by looking at a rock.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Let's see. It's done. Matriarch Benezia. Testify against Analeus.
You see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstriped suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Oh, okay, Pixel. You go rest and have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Enjoy a Pixel snooze.
You know why Benezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analeus's extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Analeus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
We did it. Is that guy just gonna chill there? Yeah, it looks like he is. Let's see what our journal says now. And did we level up? Oh no, we just got that stuff. Okay. Journal. Report back. Yeah. Alright. So coming from Halo, this game was like, there's more to this game than just shooting and magical space powers. You need to learn how to communicate with people. Oh, that hard music is not able to be heard down here. Trance and techno songs all across the wintry landscape of Novaria. And again, very interesting architecture. But it's nice and peaceful in here, but look outside the window, you see how fast the snow is blowing outside. We're going to be going out there at some point. Thankfully, it'll mostly be in the Mako. But look at these big rocks. They're like, should we move these in order to construct stuff? Nah. Just let the water run through and let it be steamed. Steamed rocks. Steamed hams. At this hour, at this time of day, localized entirely within your planet of Novaria? Yes. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's go talk to that guy.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
Peak 15 incident.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega means a terminal breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
Damn, that's a bit extreme. They're like, hey, we sent one squad up there, no word after a day, nuke them.
How can I get to Peak 15?
Shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
And then Matriarch Venezia.
Do you know why the Matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
What was in the crates?
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
I'll leave you to your work.
Not so fast, Hero. You need to get into the garage, don't you? To head up to Peak 15?
I do.
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Ah, space justice. Actually, can I even look at his computer now that he's left? Let's see. No, nothing right there. How about, wall safe. Is it going to be an easy one or a hard one? Chemical rounds and a heat sink. And he's just got one big rock just in here. Right next to a plant. You're not going to be able to enjoy that plant very much, my guy. And then another big rock. What should we do with all this space in this room? Rock. Rock. And then glass that can you even walk behind this? No. How about back behind this one? No. Boy, this guy was really living it up in this place. The quiet hum of snow outside. That's weird. Why does my mouse always appear like up there? I think it might be because of the little mini games. But we have our... Did we level up? We did. Hey, we can do more with charm. Yes, gives 5% discount. Store discount. Doubles the discount. Hell yeah. Alright, my health is ranking up. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. Just reminds me of Donkey from Shrek. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Auto level up Liara to Sony. But as far as Garrus, man, we need to get your decryption up. Hard objects. And let's say unlock sniper rifles, because I think he always likes sniper rifles. Garrus is more of a sniper in my headcanon. Save. Yo, what should we do with these other rocks? Let's just lay them around, make it look intentional. Rock over there, rock right there, rock up there, rock right there, rock right there. Man, this place is full on rocks. Once you think that you've gotten enough rocks, nope, you're getting some more rocks. I don't even know if like doing that makes you run any faster. I guess it kind of looks like that. Lilahuriax? Excuse me, what is your name? Save 80.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
Why do you ask?
Credit where it's due. There's a lot of corruption here. Maybe this will rein it in a bit. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Analeus. And the matriarch came through.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Analeus had shut down SI. Looks like he was trying to blackmail him. It happens often enough. He got caught this time, though. Looks like the executive board is going to feed him to the Nathak.
I have to go.
You need anything?
I should go.
I'll be here.
I should go. It's always what it is. What you doing pointing that gun at me?
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Oh. Sexy robot frog.
See, these are what the matriarch had in the crates.
Oh. Oh. No, don't use sabotage. I can't seem to like deactivate them from doing stuff. Oh, I also need to like heal everybody. Those guys are gonna hurt. Squad, go and take cover. Oh my god. Get destroyer in the air. Okay, you dead. Let's do warp. Oh no, Garrus is down. Shit. Where's this other guy? I think he's dead. Nope. He's still alive. Garrus! Wake up! Where is he? Where is he?
What are these things?
What are these things, huh?
What did you do here, Commander?
The Geth ambushed us, we fought back. That's it.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Yep, you got a lot of Geth to worry about now.
Technically, we're no longer in Citadel space.
The weather outside looks dreadful. Thank the goddess it's warm in here.
You're right, but we're going to be heading out there. Because there's the Mako right over there. Anything to loot in here, though? You've got fuel tanks, some containment cells. Can I go back here? I can. But can I get back out? Oh no. There we go. One hidden little upgrade kit. Alright. Well, it's good that I can revive my other guys from sleeping on the job. Well, let's see. We'll get back to that too. But at least with this, I think this would be a good point in order to wind down for this stream, because we've been streaming for 3.5 hours. So we'll go ahead and save, and then bring us back to the main menu that we can listen to that beautiful music. That is always so soothing. Oh hey, and I found a perfect bean in order to bring all our fuzzies to. Gonna go and say hi to Noxie. Gonna go ahead and click on that. And as we wind down for the evening, thank y'all so much for coming and spending time with me. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and y'all have a blessed evening. Playing a lot of Mass Effect these days, and I'm here for it. It's been wonderful to revisit this. It's one of my favorite franchises, sci-fi or otherwise. A lot of good times are had on this game. And once we get to the multiplayer portion of the later games, I spent many an hour playing those. And they are still up and running. So multiplayer is still something that can be done. So I welcome y'all if y'all also have Mass Effect 3 and want to dive back into the multiplayer. We'll be getting there eventually. But we're taking this at a leisurely pace in order to go through all of the series. It's probably not going to be like consecutive back-to-back, but so far, we're having a great time. It's good, Lux. I highly recommend it. It offers some nice variation. But we're nearly out now. Y'all have a blessed evening. Thank y'all so much for coming and spending time with me. Y'all have a great day, great night, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye, Fuzzies.